Yep.
As I said in the last video, we're going to do something special today. Today I've got a Browning B25 D5G custom side plate. As I said, the Brownings are my favourite gun. I enjoy the Brownings, I enjoy the history with the Brownings more than anything else. But today we've got a beautiful D5G custom. What can I say about the gun, Paul? This is a world-class gun, basically. It is one of Browning's. Before you start stepping into your custom engraved stuff, so your custom shot guns, this is one of the highest guns that you can get. There's a few higher, but this is a real top of the tree gun. You've got full coverage scroll on it. Also, you've got a side-plated action, very much like a EE/LL. We're way above a EE/LL with this. I've had a look on a few of the internet sites, and this gun, new from Browning today, you're talking £45,000 plus. There is a few of them that I've found which are, again, what we call customs. I won't go into what a custom is because there's not enough time in this video to do it, to be honest with you. This gun was made at Browning's factory in Belgium, which they call Fabrique Nationale. I won't be saying it right. Have a look on the internet, have a look in some of Browning's books, and you will see how to pronounce it. Some people just abbreviate it to FN Browning. I have checked the serial number on this gun, and this equates to a 1968 gun, so it's quite an old gun now. 1968, that'd be 50 years old, wouldn't it? 68, 78, 88, 98,
Yeah.
2008. Yeah,
That's it.
so this gun, 50 years old. It is in absolutely pristine condition, and what I forgot to mention is I was loaned this gun by my gunsmith, basically. This is his game gun that he shoots pheasants with, he shoots partridge with, and he shoots locally here in Kent. There's so much to talk about this gun, Paul. I really don't know where to start and where to finish, to be honest with you. This one is in a 28 inch. I've measured the chokes, and we are measuring 1.25 chokes, 10 thou, 20 thou. You've got a solid top rib on this one. You've got solid centre ribs on this one. And what is a feature of the Browning designs, whether you go for the A1s or you go for something custom. The A1s don't come with it, but the higher end guns come with what's called a 3-piece fore-end. Why have a 3-piece fore-end? Why not? So, like, your fore-end release catch and your fore-end moves forward. So you've got your side plates here, side cheeks here. Now, the Browning B25 stuff, the fore-end doesn't usually come off, but somebody has decided that they don't like the fore-end not coming off, so they're taking the retaining screw out so the fore-end comes off on this one. Now, what you're getting, and I'll get Paul to bring the camera over here in a minute and we'll have a little look. What you're getting on the higher end stuff is not just engraving, it's not just quality of wood, it's fit and finish, it's the quality of the checkering, and I have just shown Paul what you also get is the internals of the gun, not just the internals, the ejectors themselves, the hammers, the kickers, are highly polished on these, on the higher end stuff. Why? Why not again? It's to show people where the money's gone, basically. It's not just gone on the engraving, it's gone on the whole gun. So, Browning stuff, the Browning B25 system of dating them and finding out what engraving is a mess, Paul. An utter mess. You can find out the year the gun was made. Occasionally, Browning used the mark to say this was an A1, this was an A2, this was a C1, this was a C3. When you've looked at enough of the Brownings, you can tell at a glance what grade it is. B25 Brownings are not a common gun. The higher end ones are even less common. You don't generally see them come up for sale very often. And the top end guys get them. Please, Paul, bring the camera over here and show some of the engraving that we've got. Let me just pop it back together. So, as I've said with the other videos, Paul, I'm not trying to be an expert on them. I'm just trying to show people some of the stuff that we have.
Nice bit of wood in.
Beautiful wood, Paul. My gunsmith has refinished this stock, and what you can see there, as far as I'm concerned, is a true linseed oil stock finish. As I said, I borrowed this gun from my gunsmith, Rob, very kindly let me borrow it. And I don't know if you can see it, Paul, but even on this one, even though you've got a very narrow, that's probably about a 6 or 7 mil solid top rib, it's still tapered. It still tapers down here to about 4 or 5 mil, something like that. And we are talking, Paul, this gun's 50 odd year old.
Yeah, it's getting some of that top bit.
And the scroll engraving on this, Paul, you could look at it for days and you wouldn't be able to see it all. I'm going to flip it round. I'll flip it round. You could look at it for days and you would not see it all. You've got teardrops on here, beautifully carved. You've got probably, can you focus in on that checker in there?
Yep.
You've probably got between 18 and 20 lines to the inch checkering. That's exactly what it says, Paul. If you count each line, there'll be 20 of them, there'll be 18 of them. Depending on the grade of the gun, the checkering will get finer. But
should we get underneath?
Yeah. As I said, this is very close to the top of Browning's engraving tree or quality of a gun. This gun, as I've said, is a Browning B25 D5G custom. Yeah. Now the type of the engraving, I don't know what the style of the engraving is called, Paul, but basically what's been done on this is it's been relief engraved. When people watch the video, they can see that the engraving is proud and the background is dark. That is because the background has been taken away to leave the engraving proud. Let me just stick my finger through there.
Yep.
In that little banner, it's not a banner, it's just a mark, that is the engraver's name.
See if we can get that in.
Well, I've looked here under a jeweller's glass, you know, one of them little ones that goes in your eye like a monocle, and I couldn't read it. But then again, I don't read and write very well, so I especially can't read Belgium.
I was trying to focus in on it.
Paul, it very small.
Yeah, can kind of just make it out.
So,
Jean or something like that.
Something like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, sorry mate, I'll turn that over a bit quick. Now, there's so much I would like to say about Brownings because the gun and the history fascinate me. They are one of my absolute best things that I look at all times. I love Brownings. Bretters are nice. Brownings are my speciality, I suppose you could call it, Paul. But as I've said, the history is a mess.
30 seconds left on this one.
Alright mate, the history is a mess, the grading system is a mess, Paul. I've got some other guns that I want to do. This is just a little video to show people what we have, as I've said, come in the shop. Beautifully engraved, beautifully hand finished.
5 seconds, mate.
Thank you very much.